some tickets to give away for the Sold Out
Cool.
show.
Oh, heck yeah.
And with Promo West Live tonight, the National Parks over at the A&R Music Bar. It's a sold-out show, but we'll have some tickets to give away for the event tonight. Doors are at 7 o'clock, and the National Parks joining us live, and we're live on YouTube and our Facebook page, so check it out, and welcome to WCBE, everybody.
Thank you for having
Thanks.
us.
Yeah.
We've got this new one to talk about, and we'll go back to where it all started. But first, let's get warmed up with a song, and then we'll come back and chat.
Cool.
Sounds good.
What's this first one going to be?
This is called Angels.
Okay.
We were swaying in the firelight to the sound of coyote calls. Our silhouettes like giants dancing on Zion Canyon walls. We climbed up where the angels land. You looked right at home, then you took my hand. I thought, hey, I'ma tell our kids about this someday. When I'm with you, I see the world in a new way. Above the clouds like we're floating in space. I'ma tell our kids about this someday. I'ma tell our kids about this someday. We were swimming under moonlight. Have you ever seen it shine like that? My heart is running down your river, just let it go. It's never coming back. You make me speechless, and at the same time, I got so much to say. Hey, I'ma tell our kids about this someday. I'ma tell our kids about this someday. I'ma tell our kids about this someday. The way this life is passing by, I don't wanna close my eyes. I see it like it's in a frame, a Kodak moment every day with you. Just wait. I'ma tell our kids about this someday. I'ma tell our kids about this someday. Oh, when I'm with you, I see the world in a new way. Oh, above the clouds like a floating in space. Yeah, I'ma tell our kids about this. I'ma tell our kids about this someday.
Very nice. That is the National Parks with Angel, live from Studio A. Tonight, the show is sold out over at the A&R Music Bar. But after the next two songs that they do for us this afternoon, we'll give some tickets away. And, well, you guys have been going strong for over a decade now. And when you think Utah, where you're from, out of, right? Provo, Utah, you think, some might think nature. I know I do. And that's kind of how the name came to be because of you intertwine a lot of nature into the music.
Yeah, definitely. I think we all feel pretty lucky to be a band from Utah, and like we're just surrounded by so much natural beauty. We have 5 national parks in Utah.
Yeah.
We're close to a lot of other ones too, and you know, you go from the mountains to the desert pretty easy, and I think that reflects a lot in our lyrics and our music for sure.
Yeah, so does everybody ask you how many parks have you hit?
Yeah, and we kind of feel like posers because we haven't been to like a significant amount. We've gone to a lot though.
Yeah.
I'm in Utah. Though.
All of them in your,
Yeah,
in
for
your home
sure.
state.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Well, tell us a little bit about Eighth Wonder. It's such a new, great CD. It's been out there for a little while now. But did you work on it at home, back home, or, we can do these things anywhere these days?
Yeah, that was made all in Utah. And yeah, it's really an album about how epic this life can be through all of the highs and lows we go through. And we wanted it to feel like a road trip album where it can be the soundtrack to all the adventures along the way. And I don't know, we just feel like it's got this larger than life feel to it. So yeah, it was a really fun record to make.
And we love having these cool different versions, something a little different than the album and then from the show that you'll get at the show tonight. So looking forward to that and giving those tickets away. It's a sold out show tonight. And we'll talk more after this next song. It's National Parks. And what's the second song you're going to do for us?
This is called I Better Go.
All right.
When we are old, I better go first. 'Cause a second without you in this life would be the worst. But until then, I'll go where you go. I will follow your lead to the end of the earth. But when we are old, I better go first. I better go. I better go first. I better go, better go, better. I better go first. I better go. I better go first. I better go, better go, better. I better go first. Everyone's afraid to die, but I'm not scared alive. And what it would look like without you by my side, it isn't death or what happens next. It's just that I could have more breath or more heartbeats in my chest, and I wasn't made for that kind of hurt. So I'm afraid you're gonna have to put me in the dirt. But don't you see, I promise I'll be right there to greet you when it's your turn. Yeah, when we are old, I better go first. 'Cause a second without you in this life would be the worst. But until then, I'll go where you go. I will follow your lead to the end of the earth. But when we are old, I better go first. I better go. I better go first. I better go, better. I better go first. I better go. I better go first. I better go, better. I better go first. Oh, 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 oh. I better go, better. I better go first. Oh, 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 oh. I better go, better. I better go first.
The National Parks joining us live from Studio A. And tonight's the show, the sold out show at the A&R Music Bar. We'll take caller number 5 right now for a pair of tickets. The number to call, 614-821-9223. That's 821-WCVE. And doors are at 7 o'clock, I believe. Yep. And you can check them out at thenationalparksband.com for shows down the road that maybe aren't sold out yet. But they've been out on the road with Eighth Wonder. And as mentioned, 10 years plus now as a band. Give us any highlights that stick out, maybe over the summer or over the last 10 years.
So many highlights. This tour we're on right now has been really special. We've had just an amazing time on the road and so many great crowds that we've played for. We just got back from playing Austin City Limits and just so many highs on this tour. So it's been a build to get to where we're at right now. And I remember playing probably 5 or 6 years ago in Columbus at the Basement. And it's fun to be kind of in the same building, but up in the bigger venue at the A&R. So we're excited about all of it. Yeah.
Probably a bigger venue next time too.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully that's the plan.
And we wish you all the best. And so the highlights. How about the strangest or weirdest thing that's happened?
Also, a lot.
We've driven through a tornado before.
Oh,
That was
Twice.
twice?
Yeah.
Maybe
Remember
you were
on the way
sleeping.
home from Nashville?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So where it was Nashville, both of them?
Well, one
It was
was
on tour, yeah.
One was in Illinois and one was in Nebraska.
They say the sky turns green, and it was green. Like
Yeah, it
we
was
watched it turn
scary.
green, and it was
Yeah.
Weren't you freaking out though?
Yeah.
Yes.
So could you pull over or?
No.
We couldn't pull over.
All the traffic was going the other way, and we were going towards it.
Yeah.
Did you actually see the?
No, it was just
Super stormy.
it was
and-
yeah. You couldn't. It was raining so hard that you couldn't see 2 feet in front of the car, and
Oh, I would have had a panic attack.
yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
And then the other time we were driving, it was in the middle of the night, and all of this debris from the cornfields was just like blowing across and kicking up into the air, and we're like, that ain't good.
That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Who was the lucky one that was driving?
Me both times. So yeah.
I'm glad you made it out
Yeah.
alive, guys. Well, thank you again. A pleasure to meet you and love what you do.
Thank you so much. Back
You're
at
welcome. And we'll do our final giveaway after the final song that they take us out with. What's it going to be?
you. This is called Wind and Anchor. I got a tune real quick though, if that's okay. I'm so sorry. It's just
No
bad.
worries, that's live.
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
That's showbiz, baby.
Okay.
Oh, how I long for the wind. It was here and blew away. And like an anchor in the sand, I was forced to stay.